Today we're going to be installing a Class 2 hitch from Curt onto my 2003 Mitsubishi Outlander. Now this hitch installs into 4 different mounting points on the frame in the back of the vehicle. We're going to need to remove these 2 bolts because the 4 bolts that we're going to need to access is right there, but also on the back end of here and the back end over there. These bolts appear to require a 14mm socket. So in addition to taking these 2 bolts out over here, there is one that we have to remove up here in order to remove this. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a wrench and get at this by hand because, well, getting an impact tool in there is probably not realistic. Once you get the bracket off that part of the frame, you'll be able to clearly see where you need to work with. Now, the hole that's going to give you the most guff is this one back here because it wasn't actually filled with any sort of bolt beforehand. Now there's a weld nut on each side of the frame of the vehicle that is not utilized by the factory for anything, and for that reason, that nut tends to get super rusty. So if you're having trouble getting the threads to catch on that bolt in those weld nuts, you're probably going to need to use a tap to clean up the threads. Now the tap you're looking for is an M10 by 1.25, and what I found is a 1/4 inch 12-point box wrench holds this quite well in my case, and I was able to get it in there and turn it, clean up those threads, back it back out, and after that those bolts went in swimmingly. When you're done, everything should look a little something like this. You should have torqued all of these bolts down to 48 foot-pounds.